Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I really don't know what this video is, but I realized that I have not made a video in so damn long that I felt it was time to at least say hello and welcome on back. Hopefully everyone had a beautiful 2022 and a new year. It's almost February and I have yet to make a video. I had a lot of PC issues, so I want to say first and foremost, as a little catch me up, a little channel update, I was going into the new year with such high expectations and hopes, as I know all of you have thrusted upon me. And I feel the pressure and I have social anxiety and I crumble real easily. But that is neither here nor there. I went in with really high hopes and my computer broke and I figured it out, and then I got everything together, and as soon as I was ready to launch everything, it broke again, but I fixed it a second time. And then I set up my dual monitor setup with one of my monitors not working, so I had to return that. A new monitor is on the way. 2023 has just been a very hectic start, but hopefully a hectic start means a smoother rest of the year, similar to how they say if it rains on your wedding, it's actually a good sign. I love the rain too, so I would take that as a beautiful sign if anyone's interested for future information. Anyways, welcome on back everyone. I've really taken the time to almost take a little break from Guild Wars 2. I would log in every once in a while going into the new year and just before the new year, but we've been playing Guild Wars 2 for so long, so much. There was just the expansion End of Dragons, which is phenomenal. We had the reintroduction of season 1, and so going through all of that, creating so many videos about builds, the expansion, etc., I started to feel like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this for a while, so I needed to kind of simmer. And I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition and also Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, which is the Ultimate Ninja Storm game that I did not play. That was the only one that I didn't play, and so I bought it for myself over Christmas, and it's so fun. But now, taking such a long break, I am super excited to get back into Guild Wars 2, and I've been playing it every once in a while, and we are currently in the lull where we are just pretty much waiting for a roadmap to drop, and that roadmap could be dropping by at the time of recording this, could drop tomorrow as I'm recording this on a Monday, or in my opinion, what I'm feeling in my heart of hearts is that it might drop January 31st, which happens to be a Tuesday, but it's also the final day of January. Look at me, educated, knowing that there are 31 days in January, and I clearly did not just look at a calendar. I'm so smart. So we've been waiting on that, and I really was like, was I going to make a video on the drought and the roadmap? I mean, probably not. There's not much for me to say other than just a bunch of speculation. And I already did a lot of speculating towards the end of 2022. So much, in fact, that I had to take a moment to say, this is fun, but I'm just talking out of my ass. I'm doing a lot of other things out my ass. In my ass. that's not making it in the video. So yeah, I mean, I guess we could speculate a little bit. I mean, honestly, I'm just really expecting the start of the next story content. And I will admit that it is, in my opinion, a bit strange that they haven't outright come out and said outright that it's going to be labeled as Season 6. We got the announcement and confirmation of Expansion 4. Of course, we didn't get the title, but they didn't even mention the name of Living World, which they might actually give it a unique branding name in lieu and in light of the Icebrood saga. I hope they do if they decide to, but they might be shifting things around a bit. It might no longer mimic what we kind of expect for a season. I've said this before on live streams and just kind of honing it in here on a YouTube video. Now that End of Dragons is over, and this 10-year saga of Guild Wars 2 has kind of come to a close, I would expect and hope that they being ArenaNet, the development company, I would hope that they would view this as an opportunity to really push what they want to do for the future, for the longevity of the game. And maybe that also means changing up the slogans, the formatting of their content, their DLC content, even though it's not really like DLC, it's like kind of live updates, which eventually become more standardized DLC packages. But we might be seeing an update to the actual format of that. Will there be a season pass? Is this going to be something where it is a bit more similar to other MMO products where you pay perhaps like $10 for season 6 and you get the entire thing for as long as you've purchased it, so then you don't have to do these, as many might point out, these awkward by this episode, okay, I'm playing, so I have this episode, but then I missed out on the other episode, and then I missed out on that other episode after that, but then I came back for the final one. So you have these like missing holes within the actual narrative of the season product. I think maybe setting up a system where you purchase a pass outright if you would like to, and just you'd have all that content guaranteed. They would have to probably outline all of the strike missions that they're doing, if there's going to be a raid, if they're going to be fractals, the amount of maps, the content that you would expect when you want to purchase a product, and that insight when you are purchasing a product. You want to know as a consumer where your money is going and what you can expect out of the product that you're buying. So that's kind of like what's going on with season 6 in terms of the lore. I mean, we've all been beaten around this same bush. This bush has been beaten up so much it's on fire, and people have called it the burning bush. I think we're really going to be getting into some old Kainang, drowned Kainang stuff. It seems the most logical path to go down in terms of the next conflict to tackle. There's a bunch of Unchained, and I've been playing like in Kainang City and also in Seitang. And there are quite a few undead, unchained events that have very strange lore around it, but it's very exciting and it kind of sets it up for a lot of possibilities. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. I think that'll be really cool. And then of course, aside from that, another story beat that they could go down is the magic system. What is going to be happening now that the Elder Dragons, spoilers, are all dead, and Suwon, Mommy Suwon, is no longer with us, and it has all been thrust. I'm saying thrust a lot. It's all been pushed on to Aurene on top of her shoulders. How is she going to deal with that? How are the Acanthans dealing with their magic system, with their use of Jade technology? Is that okay? June could be a character that we see pop up more often. But I personally really want to get into the Unchained stuff and the undead issues. And I was just playing around in New Kainang City near the Cobble Ward, where there are like kind of the slum area, and there's a bunch of Unchained Risen. And the purists are actually in the town sabotaging the areas, taking what is known as the Eye of the Ocean, which is a very interesting name. It feels very grand and extremely important, but it's just a heart in the corner of New Kainang City. So I really wonder if the Unchained, the heart of the ocean, those elements might pop up more often, and also the purists being these antagonistic forces that might come and mess around with the player character and the other supporting characters in the narrative. Of course, like the heart of the ocean, so much talk about the ocean, Largos come to mind. But those are currently like my speculations around Guild Wars 2. I don't really know what this video is going to be. It's like a channel update. Happy 2023, but also like roadmap stuff. It's always very strange whenever there is a bit of a drought in terms of information to talk about. But going into the new year, being in the Guild Wars 2 game for quite some time, I've come to know that January really is kind of the dead month where they come back from their break. They are slowly and surely getting all of the gears greased and oiled up and getting them turning, getting the cogs moving, and all of the work polished up and executed in the way that we know is so great and so spectacular. And other things. There might be other videos going out into this year. I don't know. MMOs are I feel like I've come to a point in my life where MMOs are very formulaic. I've just been playing them for so long, so they have kind of become a little formulaic in a way. And maybe I'll try to venture off and maybe see some other games like in my spare time to rejuvenate my love of MMOs. But if something catches my fancy, maybe I'll make a video about it on here on the YouTube channel, But yeah, I'm also just kind of I really want to just bring more of myself gonna bring me to the table, ArenaNet. Speaking of the ANET table, I'm bringing myself to the table. You know why? Because I'm hungry. Speaking of hungry and a little life update, I've been working out so much. I have been hitting the gym, and I've already had a great ass and great legs. I'm not being vain. I'm just saying. I'm very hungry. To make a long story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans in my mouth and down my stomach because I'm very hungry. Every single time there is food in my sight, I'm eating it, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling very energized. I'm feeling really strong, and we might have to post some workout pics, body updates. I guess they're just body updates on the Twitter. But thank you everyone so much for coming on by. This was a hectic video. I just wanted to make a video saying hi for the most part and just chatting with you a little bit. And I hope you're doing wonderful. Comment down below how your New Year's was. I would love to know if anyone got up to some fun antics over the new year. How are you adjusting to 2023, which is so wild to say? And comment down below your thoughts about Guild Wars 2 and its potential roadmap, which might be dropping tomorrow. And if it drops tomorrow, that just means I gotta edit this video tonight and get it out, okay? You might get a double feature depending on when you watch this. But yeah, if you'd like to support me over on the Patreon, you can. Also, so sorry to patrons. I was not planning on being away this long, but here I am. You can also head over to my Twitch. I stream there every other day, I'd say. Guild Wars 2, other games as well. And we just have a great time over there. So come on by. I'd love to see you. I'd love to chit-chat live. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye. Mwah.